Welcome on in, Beard Talk Nation. We are back. The cousins, as always. I'm Kyle.
What's going on, guys? I'm Joe.
And we are here on a Thursday evening, excited to talk with you. Joe, how you doing, my friend?
I am doing pretty well. I am battling the sinus infection, but I needed to fight through it so we can keep pumping out these reviews for our loyal fans that we've gathered up so quick.
Awesome, yeah. So we're here on a Thursday evening. I'm off work tomorrow. I'm going to spend some time with the family. We're taking our son to a children's museum. Super excited about it. But I am also excited to talk about the product that we're going to be reviewing today. So today, we're not going to be talking about necessarily a beard product, like an oil or anything like that. We're going to be talking about a company that is making beard tools, I guess, if you will, like combs and brushes, all the necessities that you need as a beardsman. We're talking about Manejack. Now, we have a few different kits, a few different tools to show you. So the first thing I want to start with is the wood combs by Manejack. Now, we have two different types. This is the first one that I want to show you here, and that's what the Manejack logo looks like, which is pretty cool. And, you know, generally speaking, these wood combs are pretty much all the same. Now, this one, though, it's really sturdy. I mean, it's really thick. It's got the wide teeth on this side, and it's got the thinner teeth, the more closer teeth on this side. And this really does a nice job. You know, I'm not a huge wood comb guy. This is something that I actually keep in my laptop bag for work. And if I just need a quick touch up that the hands aren't going to do, or be able to do, I should say, I'll go ahead and use this wood comb. But, you know, show them what you have, Joe.
Yep. So for all you businessmen out there who need to travel, the Manejack was nice enough to supply me with their wooden travel comb. And let's see if you can get a good view of this with the light. Okay. So as you can see, they have their logo as well with their name on there. And just like the comb that Kyle had, obviously it's much smaller, but it is very sturdy. And you know what? A lot of wooden combs, sometimes a lot of the wooden combs that I've tried doesn't really feel like wood. This to me is, I mean, this is true wooden comb. Sometimes I feel like they're telling you it's like plastic or they're telling you it's wood when it feels more like plastic. This has very, very good woodwork to it to really like justify that.
Like it's definitely not faux wood, as they say, right, Joe?
Exactly. Like they went to Home Depot, they did some research on some wood, and they made art out of it.
Nice. All right, so the next one that we want to show you here, and Joe has the same one, is their Boar's hair bristle brush. And just like before, they have their awesome logo on there, Manejack. And so this one, once Manejack sent these out to us, this actually became my go-to brush. Now, as a beardsman, in my opinion, people say, what should I use, a comb? Should I use a brush? You really should be using both, because your comb those teeth are going to get all the way through all the layers of the beard to the skin and be able to move your hair that way. Your brush is mainly for kind of over the top, like that final layer there. So this one I would say is what would you say, Joe, about a medium to firm hold on the bristles?
Yeah, definitely. I would say a very good medium.
Yeah, and this really does a nice job. As you can see, I'll kind of mess up my beard here a little bit, and this really gives you that nice touch. And as you guys saw from our morning routine video, you don't need to put a lot of elbow grease into it. Just let the beard do the combing there. Get that final touch on your beard.
Yeah, I really love how this feels. Like you, this has been my go-to brush as well, for in the morning, at night, and when I use it in the morning, it really helps during my workday, which is a typical 8-hour workday, and my beard's looking pretty good for that full 8 hours. It's been very rare since I've gotten that brush that I've needed to use the comb that I keep at my desk. Maybe a little bit here and there, but between the comb and the brush, especially the brush, it's kept the beard looking very good for that 8-hour day.
Keeping those hairs down, those flyaways at bay, huh, Jeff?
Yes, exactly.
All right, so we have 2 more separate products to show you, and it's hard to say. I almost want to say this one might be my favorite. I absolutely love the brush, and it's my go-to, but I use this one for my day and my night routine. Now, I've never really been one to use a comb, if you will, but I absolutely love this comb. So this comb is going to have the logo on it, as all their pieces do, and this is, almost like a really hard plastic. This is really built well, and I love those teeth that it comes with there. As you can see, and it's got nice curvature to it. You can see that. And one of the things that I really like about this is the curve, and they have kind of like those round tips on the ends, and this is really going to help with tangling, and this is going to help separate all those hairs, which is so important. Mm-hmm. So I'll kind of show you here the beard all over the place, and just look how this just controls the hairs. It's nice and easy, and it's really that simple. I mean, really impressive stuff. As you guys already know, I am a heated brush guy over the hair dryer. I do occasionally use the hair dryer. One thing that I like about this is there is gaps in here. So if you got the hair dryer in your left hand, you can kind of comb it and get the air through the comb there to get to your beard. So really, really enjoying this. I typically used to use a wood comb at night to move to spread the butter around. I've switched to using this because it really just does such a nice job. What else we got for him, Jeff?
All right, so I'm gonna take a break from the beard for a minute. So for all you bearded warriors who have a beautiful head of hair like myself, Kyle, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to sit this one out. Manejack was very, very nice enough to include in their kit for us, or for me, this boar hair bristle hairbrush that they call their vent brush, okay? So as you can see, this is it's pretty wide. It looks pretty big, but this thing is almost as light as a feather. It's crazy how they were able to do that. So I am somebody who spends almost as much time on my head hair as I am on my beard hair. So this was a great bonus for me. So I think you guys have seen whatever excess oil that I have in my hands after I've worked into the brush. I usually put whatever's left into my hair, and I let that sit for a while. And this brush has been amazing. Every morning, I need a trim, but I have the hard part, and I like to brush it over. And as you see, I mean, I just gave 2 strokes right there, and it's already making a world of difference there.
Yeah, that thing's controlling your hair real nice.
Right. And it's crazy because with the oil and by just brushing it, I barely ever have to put any additional product in my hair. I was somebody who was using like a hair clay in the mornings to make sure that my hair would stay put throughout my workday. I barely ever have to use it. Maybe a few spots because I have this curl right here, what they call as a cowlick. So sometimes that gives me a hard time and it needs to stay down. So maybe I'll use some clay for that. But this brush is by far the best thing that I've ever used for my head hair. A great bonus product that they produce. So they are taking care of not just your beard hair, but your head hair as well. They are taking care of our ladies and us men. So this is a great company, whether you're a man or a woman.
Joe, why don't you think they sent me out that comb?
Dude, you know what? I don't know. Maybe they didn't know you were married and they didn't know that you could have gave it to Melissa. I don't know.
Right, right. So, guys, make sure you visit Manejack.com and check it out. One thing we want to talk with you guys about is the price. So, all three of these products that we just went through for you in a kit here are $7.99. For the quality, for the price, you absolutely cannot beat it. Like I said, make sure you visit Manejack.com. Check those out.
Wait,
So,
can I say that price one more time? All three of these products. Now there's two different bundles. Your bundle is a little bit different, and actually, dude, they have yours for $6.99. The bundle that I have is $7.99.
wow.
So, yeah, I mean, I can't believe it. You're getting all three. You'd be lucky with some companies to get one comb for
Right.
$7.99. That's never heard of. And
Right.
I'm telling you, you're getting the work of a $25 brush for $6.99 and $7.99. It's bananas.
For sure.
BANAS.
So yeah, like we said, make sure you check out Manejack. You cannot beat it if you're a new beardsman, if you're a seasoned beardsman, either way. So one thing that we want to say, as always, thank you so much to our subscribers. Thank you so much for sticking with us. We're really appreciative that because of you guys, we get to do what we love, which is help out the everyday beardsmen just like us. So I fully invite you guys to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell, to let you know when we have a new post on, a new post up, I should say. And as always, if you like the content, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and throw a comment in there and let us know what are some of your routines when it comes to using brushes or combs. What do you prefer? And have you ever checked out Manejack?
Yeah.
So that's all that we have for you today, guys. But as always, this is Beard Talk with Kyle and Joe. Keep it growing.
And we'll talk to you at the next one. Take it easy, guys.